All right, let's talk about problems. We hate them. Our natural instinct when we see a problem, a dip in sales, a customer complaint, a project delay, is to kill it, to find a solution fast. We celebrate the fastest fixers as heroes. But what if I told you that's fundamentally wrong? That our biological wiring is betraying us? Our brains are wired for speed and survival, not for deep, accurate diagnosis. And what if our rush to find the answer is the very thing preventing us from finding the best answer? The most successful entrepreneurs don't just solve problems, they become obsessed with them. They fall in love with the problem, not their solution. When you rush to a solution, you're only treating a symptom. Example, your user engagement is low. The fast fix is to run a sale or send more notifications. It's like taking a painkiller for a broken leg. The pain might dull for a moment, but the bone is still broken. The master asks, why, relentlessly. This is exactly what Sara Blakely, the founder of SPANX, did. She didn't just invent a product. She was obsessed with the problem, not having the right undergarment for her white pants. She lived with that problem, felt its frustration, and understood its every nuance. The solution, SPANX, was the inevitable outcome of that deep understanding. This isn't just for physical products. Think about the company Slack. Their founders were building a video game, but they became obsessed with their own internal problem, messy, chaotic team communication. They solved that problem for themselves so well that they realized the solution was far more valuable than the game they were building. The game failed, but Slack became a multi-billion-dollar company. This isn't just a business idea, it's rooted in science. Albert Einstein once said, "If I had an hour to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about solutions." 55 minutes! So why do we do the exact opposite? In his Nobel Prize-winning book, Thinking Fast and Slow, Daniel Kahneman explains that we have two systems in our brain. System 1 is fast, intuitive, and emotional. It jumps to conclusions. System 2 is slow, deliberate, and logical. Jumping to a solution is your System 1 brain hijacking the process. It wants a quick, easy answer. But breakthrough thinking requires forcing your brain into System 2. So, here's the question for you. Think about the biggest problem on your plate right now. Have you been letting your fast-thinking brain throw out easy solutions? Or have you activated your slow-thinking brain to truly map the DNA of the problem itself? This is why Steve Jobs famously said, "You've got to start with the customer experience and work back toward the technology, not the other way around." He's giving a command. Force yourself into System 2. Start with the human problem. So, how do we practically do this? How do we fight our own brains? With a simple tool designed to force deliberate thought, the 5 whys. It was developed by Toyota to troubleshoot their manufacturing process, and it's genius. Whatever problem you're facing, you ask why 5 times to dig past the symptoms and find the root cause. Let's walk through it. Problem: our sales are down this month. Why? Our conversion rate on the website dropped. Why? The drop happened right after we launched the new checkout page. Why? Analytics show users are abandoning their carts on that page. Why? We ran a user test and they said the layout is confusing and they don't trust the new payment icons. Why? Because we've rushed the design phase to meet an internal deadline and skipped the user feedback stage. See? The problem isn't low sales. The root problem is our internal process prioritizes speed over quality and user validation. That is a completely different and far more valuable problem to solve. The 5 whys is your shovel to dig for gold. Mastering business isn't about being the fastest problem solver. It's about being the most insightful problem definer. So, my challenge to you is this. Go back to your biggest problem. Stop trying to solve it. Instead, take it out for coffee. Get to know it. Put it on a whiteboard and become an investigator. Ask it why 5 times. Because great entrepreneurs don't just find clever solutions, they find the right problem to solve in the first place.